Now we are going to study about displacement reaction. See, displacement reaction means a reaction in which one metal substitute or displace other metal from a salt. Are you clear? I will write here. See, zinc. Zinc is a metal, or I will write another example, Fe. Fe is a metal. When I am treating this iron with copper sulfate, see, copper sulfate means it is a salt. This salt is having a metal copper. So when iron reacts with copper sulfate, the copper sulfate is blue in color. When iron reacts with copper sulfate, see, the iron displaces copper from copper sulfate. So we will get at the place of copper, the iron goes and attaches. So what happens? It becomes FeSO4, iron sulfate, and the copper will be displaced plus copper. Okay, this is called displacement reaction. You see, from copper sulfate, the copper is displaced by iron. From this reaction, we can understand one factor. Why this copper sulfate? From copper sulfate, copper is displaced because iron is more reactive than copper. So a more reactive metal displaces less reactive metal from its salt. Okay, a more reactive metal displaces less reactive metal from its salt. This reaction is called displacement reaction. So displacement reaction we can use for finding out which metal is more reactive than the other. So here iron displaces copper from copper sulfate, therefore iron is more reactive than copper. Okay, by doing this displacement reaction, we can find out the order of reactivity of metal. That means we can arrange the metal from high reactivity to low reactivity. Such arrangement of metals based on its reactivity is known as the reactivity series of metals, or it is called activity series of metals. We can find which is the most reactive, next reactive, next one, and we can find arrange the metals from the most reactive to least reactive. That arrangement is known as the activity series of metals. So in order to find out the activity series of metal, this reaction is very, very helpful. See children, now I will show you the same reaction, how iron is displacing copper from copper sulfate solution. See, the copper sulfate is blue in color. Okay, copper sulfate is blue in color. Okay, the blue color copper sulfate is this. And see, in my hand, this is iron powder. Okay, this is the iron powder. You can see the iron powder. Okay, this is the iron powder. Now what happens, you see, I am taking copper sulfate solution. Okay, in a test tube, I am taking copper sulfate solution. See, the blue color copper sulfate solution I have taken. Are you clear? Now see, I am putting some iron in it, iron powder. Slowly I am putting iron powder in it. Okay. After some time, what happens, you see? Shake it well. Okay. Shake it well. See, now itself you can see the blue color is gradually changing into green. The blue color is gradually, see the blue color, copper sulfate is blue, now it become green. Okay, the gradually it is changing. Why the blue become green? See, because iron sulfate is forming. iron sulfate is green in color. Okay, iron sulfate is green in color. Why? Because in copper sulfate, the copper is being replaced by iron. Copper is being replaced by iron, and we are getting iron sulfate. See now, the green color is very prominent green color. Okay, the green color, iron sulfate you are getting. From this what we can understand? We can understand that iron is more reactive than copper. That's why it becomes iron sulfate. And if you clearly see, we can see the copper particles. Copper is getting separated. Copper particles are separated. And here you can see the green iron sulfate. From this we can understand that iron is more reactive than copper. That's why iron displaced copper from copper sulfate solution. That's why it is called displacement reaction. See now the same copper sulfate I am taking. The copper sulfate is blue in color. Now I am taking this copper sulfate in a test tube. The blue color copper sulfate solution I have taken. See now let us see zinc, another metal I am putting. Okay, let us see whether zinc can displace copper sulfate or not. I am putting, see the zinc granules. Okay, zinc granules I am putting inside the copper sulfate solution, and I am shaking it. Okay, slowly I am shaking it. Let us see what happens after some time. See, gradually the color is reducing. Okay, gradually the blue color of the copper sulfate solution is vanishing. Okay, slowly the color is vanishing. Just you come back. Okay, let us wait for some more time. Okay, I am shaking. The color inside the see zinc, you see the zinc color also changes. Now you see, now copper sulfate, this one copper sulfate, it is blue, but this become colorless. This become colorless. Why? Because zinc displays copper from copper sulfate and it gives zinc sulfate. Okay, it gives zinc sulfate. So from this what we can understand? We can understand that zinc is more reactive than copper. Are you clear? Even zinc is more reactive than iron also. It comes above iron in reactivity. So we have taken zinc, Zn, and we added zinc into copper sulfate. So CuSO4, copper sulfate. Copper sulfate is actually blue in color, and zinc being more reactive displaced copper from copper sulfate and produced zinc sulfate. Zinc sulfate, you see, it is colorless. But see, this is blue in color because copper sulfate. Now it became colorless. Why it is colorless? Because zinc sulfate is colorless. Zinc sulfate is colorless. Copper is being displaced by zinc, and zinc sulfate and copper are formed. From this reaction, from this displacement reaction, we can understand that zinc is more reactive than copper. Are you clear?